5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm good afternoon, everyone watching this broadcast for the review of day three, the moving day of a test match. And what a gripping day of test cricket we've witnessed. And today, what we saw Indian cricket team doing is actually now the hallmark of Indian cricket team. And it is the resilience which they show, that fight till the end. And debutant Washington Sundar, along with Shardul Thakur, who I call a debutant because in the previous game he was unable to do anything due to his injury. So both these young lads, they actually did something which any other batter of top order of this Indian cricket team was not able to do. So they scored. Washington Sundar scored 62, while Shardul Thakur scored 67 runs. Both struck fine half centuries, and not even a single time did we feel that a tail ender or a lower order batsman is playing. They played. They put up a class act together, and due to which India reached to the total of 336, where Australia got the lead of 33 runs. And in reply, Australia came out to bat for 6 overs, as the score is 21 for no loss. For more of the analysis, I have VK, Mr. Varun Kumar with us, former Ranji Trophy cricketer from DDCA and a current match referee in this BCCI setup. So, hello Varun, welcome to the show, and I'm sure you must be as excited as I am to speak because I think Shardul and Washington actually put up a class act together.
Absolutely. I mean, the way they played, the way they had this partnership, it's like one of the turning point for this series, I can say. And I mean, when the sixth wicket went away at the score of 186, at that time it was looking that Australian team is going to have a quite a big lead, and but no one can expect it that such thing can happen, and they again shown this partnership again shown us that cricket is a very unpredictable game, and the way they batted, especially the way they approached to this game. First, when they were doing their bowling, and now in batting also, they all together look so composed, so compact, and you cannot say that they're playing the first game. And more to that, the way the first half of their partnership belongs to Sundar, I must say. He was looking very composed, technically so correct. And once the new ball taken after that, Shardul just taken over Washington Sundar, and they also scored at a good pace also. So overall, I mean, it was a fantastic effort, and I really believe that it is really a, you can say, golden time for Indian cricket right now. There is like their main players are absent from the lineup, and the way these newcomer are doing, I mean, this is something brilliant. And this is what I feel, that this same thing used to happen in Australian team 15 years ago. When anyone is injured and players like Brad Hodge or player like Stuart McGill, they're getting into the side, and we used to think that Australia got such a strong bench strength, and now we can say that the same thing is happening in Indian cricket. We have a very strong bench strength, and we cannot call them a bench strength. They are equally good. I mean, they are just coming in and they're just showing their class, and it is fantastic. I mean, today it was worth watching this game, and I felt so happy the way Shardul batted, the way Sundar batted, and it's totally a big applause to them.
Yeah. Now Aditya has also joined us. He another former Vidarbha cricketer. So hello Aditya. And another class act, and this has been the hallmark of India. As I was speaking to Varun, that resilience has been the hallmark of India. And whenever India was down, some or the other player pops up, takes the responsibility, and ensures that India is down but not still out. So he again brings India to the driving seat.
Shardul Thakur and Sundar has done a really wonderful job, and I think this has kept Indian team in the match. And just the point is that Indian team should be aware that they shouldn't give a lot of runs in the next in the morning session. Otherwise, the game will run away. Uh, but currently, because of that partnership from 188 for six to this position, it's really awesome what these guys have put up. And I hope that our top order fires in the last innings because the game is still in the balance, and I think India still have a bit of chance of also winning.
Yeah. So, Sat Sri Akal, Paji. Yesterday, we all were discussing that how far will India's batting scorecard will go. But today, at one stage when Pant got out and these two debutants, or rather, these two young lads were batting, it felt that India will be bowled out cheaply. But they put up the fight. And do you think that what Ashwin and Vihari did in the last Test match, that has pervaded down to each and every individual of the team? That no, we are still not out. We have to fight till the very end.
Yeah, very much so. I think that if the senior players from the last Test match are showing the fight and the resilience, it's definitely the youngsters in the team are watching and they're learning, and they know that this is what is expected from us. And the likes of Washington, Sundar, who played a unbelievable innings. He's probably thinking that if I want to be the next one in line after Ashwin, then this is a level of performance I want to show. And it's a huge reflection when the senior players perform really well. That has a huge impact on the youngsters.
Yeah. So now talking about a bit of Virat Kohli, VK, that Virat Kohli would be very happy seeing his boys perform so well, and especially about Washington Sundar, because he was the one who really backed Washington Sundar and showed his faith on his ability. So Virat Kohli. So I'll ask this question to VK only. So Varun, what do you feel? How much happy will Virat Kohli be? Because in his absence and playing with this India A team, sort of India A team, playing with the Rahane, Pujara and Rohit Sharma, how much will he be satisfied that satisfied by the fight shown by these players?
Definitely, I mean, Virat will be feeling very proud right now, and we've seen that he tweeted also during the game. We've seen that there was a tweet from Virat. Obviously, as a captain, he's feeling very proud. It's not only Virat, but definitely whole of Indian team out there, whole of management. They are feeling very proud about this particular moment, and the way Sundar showed his composure in the ground. I mean, in this game, it is something really remarkable. And more to that, this partnership, after this partnership, now there is a lot of you can say, which is a very positive sign, there will be a lot of headaches in coming series with the selection
Yeah.
process also. And that is a good sign, actually. I mean, and we've seen that from as we discussed yesterday, from a net bowler to making a test debut and now performing in such a way. This shows his that how strong Sundar is. He's just 21-year-old boy, but the way he's shown his composure in this game, I mean, a lot of senior batsmen in playing 11 can take a leaf from him. He played so easily. He was back, always following the ball very well. He played within a line, and definitely Virat must be feeling proud about his boys. That yes, and he must be feeling very honored to be a captain of leading this team. These boys, obviously, it gives sense of great honor to any individual, and Virat is definitely feeling very proud right now.
Yeah. Aditya, you've played for Vidarbha and you've had a close look on Shardul Thakur. You've watched him closely because he plays from Mumbai. So can you see? Because what I saw is that he's done a remarkable task or remarkable improvement in his fitness and what we saw the last time he played Test cricket. So some tell me something about Shardul Thakur, his work ethics, and the amount of hard work he puts in.
He's a really resilient character. He's always there on the ground first and leaves the ground at the last. And he's very proactive with his training and rest of the things, because uh, he always focuses on what extra he can add. Like his batting was not that great like in the past 2 years.
Yeah,
In just last 2 years, he has developed a lot of batting skill, and the amount of training that he does with the Mumbai trainer, it's really that has brought a lot of change in him.
yeah. Uh, Paji, yesterday we all were talking about the cracks and the way Nathan Lyon can exploit those cracks and be dangerous for the Indian cricket team. But today, as we saw, most of the wickets were taken by the fast bowlers. Hazelwood took a fifer. So, did India negate Nathan Lyon, or was it Nathan Lyon who could not find the proper line in length?
Yeah, well, I think it was, start of the day, really, the way Ajinkya Rahane and Punjara attacked, Nathan Lyon at the start of his spell. I think they've got a clear game plan against Nathan Lyon. They know that, use the feet, put him under pressure, and he doesn't really seem to, respond very well. He actually gets irritated by these sort of young Indians. He's probably thinking, who are they to, dominate me? And he doesn't quite like that sort of attitude they have over him. But these Indian cricketers, they're very fearless. They've been brought up in the IPL. They play against some of the greats, of the game in the IPL, and they can adapt to these kind of pressure. So this is I think over the last 5 years, Indian cricket has really benefited from IPL and probably has got the strongest, a group of players, amongst any other nation. So it'll be really interesting to see, how the next 2 days go, because we know that India have never won uh, at the Gabba, and if
Yeah.
tomorrow they have a great day and somehow find a way of bowling England, Australia out, they know that they got the likes of Smith, Warner very cheaply, and if they can find a way of getting Marcus Leversane out, who's got a fantastic record at the Gabba. He averages over 100, I think 124. He'll probably be the key man, and they can really sort of you just never know. It will be probably, if they can win this match, probably the greatest victory in the history of Indian Test cricket.
Yeah, yeah. India has never won in Gaba, and since last 32 years, Australia haven't lost. Last they lost was in 1988, where humongous West Indian side gave them a vanquish. So, also, Paji, one more point that now Ajinkya Rahane is leading the side, but he's a very calm, composed, phlegmatic sort of character who likes to stay behind and does his role very calmly. But how much Ajinkya Rahane needs to be praised because of his captaincy, the way he has led the side right from that embarrassing 36, where the psychological mindsets of the players shattered, and from there on uniting the players, and till date the way he's captained as well. So how much praise Ajinkya Rahane needs to be heaped on?
Yeah, I think Ajinkya Rahane has been brilliant. He's really grown as a leader, and there was always that question mark. After Virat Kohli, being so dominant, how where is Indian cricket? And to be honest, I think India haven't really missed Virat Kohli, which is surprising to say. Everyone would have thought that Virat Kohli going away for paternity leave, and you kind of get this feeling that he's like, oh, Virat Kohli's kind of retired and India's kind of moved on, and you can see that when he does retire, I think India will move on very quickly. They have a very strong baseline, and he's a great player, we all know, but every great player, you've seen the likes of Sri Lanka right now. When Sangakkara and Mahela Jayawardene retired, they left a huge hole in the Sri Lankan sort of team. But India won't have that problem. They're already working on these kind of contingency plans. Once Virat Kohli does, retire at some point in the next few years, Indian cricket, are already planning for that, and you can see how strong they are.
Yeah. So, Varun, I was coming to that only about the bench strength. There were a lot of people blabbering about that India is exposed and they don't have bench strength. But the way they've come out, the way they've hit the critics, and the way they've performed in this entire series means not only the players but also the players who've been injured, and means the amount of players who are injured, we can actually form a 11, that is a missing 11 of the players, so we can actually formulate a team out of the players who were injured or who did not play. So a short comment on the bench strength of India.
Definitely. I mean, this series is really giving us that how strong Indian team is right now. I mean, not the best of lot is not playing, but still those are playing. They are as good as your best of lot, and this shows that how the domestic cricket of India is getting that strong, that they are producing such talent. And I again say that this is somewhere like the setup of BCCI is really helping these players, because they are getting a lot of exposure playing with a lot of A teams, a lot of overseas trips in under 19 category, in under 19 age group cricket. They play a lot of cricket outside India, and that gives a lot of confidence to the players. And whenever they are making their debut, they are feeling the comfort level of that atmosphere. And so that is really helping those new players. And this series is the biggest example that how the new players are growing themselves, and they are just showing their talent and showing their character in the team. And it's not only like earlier we used to rely on some particular bunch of players, but now we know, as Paji mentioned, that we never felt the absence of Virat Kohli. Although when before the start of trip, everyone was saying that after second test, after the first game, Indian team will definitely going to miss Virat Kohli. And the way first test happened, 36 all out, and everyone was putting a lot of question on this team. But the way they bounced back in this series, it is tremendous. It is really one of the best series, you can say, for Indian cricket, and this is going to be definitely a trademark series for Indian cricket. And I'm really very happy the way new boys are performing, the way especially their attitude on field. They are never looking like they're playing first game. This shows that how strong they are mentally, and this shows how strong they are character wise, and it is really brilliant actually.
Yeah. Also, when in the second test, Umesh Yadav got injured in the second innings. Here, Sani got injured. Even then, also India fought back really hard. Aditya. So, Aditya, there were certain ex-cricketers, especially a certain Michael Vaughan or a certain Ricky Ponting, who were tarot readers, and they were actually reading the zodiac signs of Indian cricket, and they actually predicted India will lose 4-0, India will do this, India will do that, and all sorts of things which a tarot reader does, reading the zodiac signs of the players and all sort of things. But it's a tight slap on the faces of those, because you I want your comment on what India did and what they predicted. 4-0 or 3-1.
2-0 was predicted by Michael Vaughan after Virat Kohli left. But just
but
one
before
word.
that, he predicted 4-0.
but Indian team right now has just shown how resilient they are and how strong their bench strength is. And I think this has been the best platform that these guys can get without Virat Kohli in that situation with so many injuries. I think this point stands out that they do not rely on any particular player, and India is there to win. And I think this test match can even turn on its head if they can just bowl out Australia in the first session, or maybe in 1.5 session. Then India are right back in this game. And with the kind of batting that we have with Rohit, Mayank, and Rishabh, I think that the game can just turn into something that might even win us the series, and that might be the best thing that can happen to answer Mike means the former cricketers. And you can never say with what can happen in cricket, and definitely that can be the biggest reply that Indian team can give.
Yeah, and today also, as I was mentioning a day before, that Mr. Tim Payne is continuously dropping catches, continuously. Why? I don't know why he's giving such so much pain to Australia. Why is hurting so much? So, but now coming to Paji, now tomorrow is another very decisive day, or rather, very important day in the context of this Test match. So, we're going forward. India, how much do you think should India restrict Australia on how much score? Because currently the lead is 54 runs or 54 runs.
Yeah, it's they need to get quick wickets, I think, tomorrow morning, and I'm sure they'll find a way of getting these wickets. But the question is, what kind of total can they chase down, or if Australia are in a strong position, when should they retire? So not sorry retire, but when they should declare. So I think that. I think the best reply, like you said, some of these critics who have been saying, India so dominant with Virat Kohli, it kind of just shows that actually India are, no player is bigger than the team, and India can field any 11, and it doesn't matter whoever it is, whoever's in that 11, they will still be very competitive, which. We never kind of used to say that, in the past, when the likes of, the greats of Indian cricket, with the likes of Sachin, Rahul, Sehwag, VVS Laxman, these were the greats of Indian cricket, and if there weren't any of them playing, India weren't as strong. But now, you take the likes of, some of the, well, if you're half the team, right? So it's basically a new side, and it's still very competitive. So if I know this is a big if, but if they can bowl them out for under 300, so they've got a lead of 50, they've got another 250 runs to play with. They've got to bowl them out in the next 250 runs. I think this is India's game, and if India can win this will be their first victory at the Gabba, and it'll be a famous victory.
Yeah.
And that record since 1988 will be broken. I think this will be the greatest, one of the great stories of Indian sport.
Yeah, Paji, I think Paji used a beautiful line to describe that no one is bigger than the team. The team is ultimate. So no individual is bigger than cricket. Cricket is the ultimate. You can say is the pinnacle, and cricket is what can take you to heights and can from rags to riches, as we say. So on this very beautiful note, let's end this session today. Thanks a lot, gentlemen, for joining in. Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll join after the play of day 4, and with the good news that maybe India would be batting at that time. So hoping this, let's end this session today, and goodbye. We'll meet tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.